So we have a trade to talk about. The Jets have traded a 2025 fourth round pick to the San Jose Sharks for Vladislav Namestnikov. Before we get into this, background on him: he is an all defense bottom six forward who has played the bulk of his last several seasons on the fourth line of teams. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It's an absolute bonkers trade for the Jets to make. They have so many guys who can play in their bottom six who only play defense, and their biggest issue right now is scoring. How are you going to go out and, first of all, takes them out of the JVR race, which has been confirmed by several different places? You lose your chance of getting someone who plays an offensive game, and adding to an issue that you have been, struggling with. You don't need any more defense in the forward group. You need offense to actually score. You need to, give Connor Hellebuck a something to work off of. I just don't get it. I hate the deal. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's low cost, so it's not like it's a franchise-changing thing, but then again, like you said, everyone has identified that they need a scoring winger, and Nemestikov does not score. He has 6 goals this year. Like, he's not scoring goals from the bottom 6, right? So, was this, like, the Jets' pro scouting department that, like, thought that he was an offensive guy, and the Jets are acquiring him to be an offensive guy, but he's clearly a defensive guy? Or is this that's what I think, because if this takes him out of the JVR race and out of the scoring winger race for any guy, like the 2 Vancouver guys, for example, they clearly think that Nemestikov can provide a scoring touch to the bottom 6, which that's not his game. So I don't like it either, just simply because it doesn't fill the need that we've been clamoring for months. It makes them better defensively in the bottom 6, but their bottom 6 is already, like, arguably elite defensively. That's not the issue with the bottom 6. They're addressing no needs with this. Like, I don't get it. I'll let you go ahead.
Simple. They traded for a strength. Like, they really didn't need to do that. They wasted, quote unquote, I know I called them magic beans yesterday on Twitter, but they traded assets or magic beans for a strength that they already have. There was no need for that. I still don't understand that how them trading for Namestnikov gets them out of the JVR race, but if that's what people are saying, then okay, fine. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I don't know.
It gets them out of the race because they've informed Philly they're no longer interested in JVR.
Which doesn't, that at that point, I want to talk to whoever's working for the Jets and really ask them, like, can you please give me your hockey vision of a player comparison of the two? But I'm still holding out some sort of hope that they trade for either a Nick Schmaltz or somebody is still available on a retention, but we'll see. I'm sure nothing will get disappointed.
Right. But then again, it's like, it's a 4th round pick like 3 years from now or 2 years from now. So again, it's like, it's not franchise changing. But like that asset could have been used. Yeah, it could have been used in a better way. We're making it sound like they traded 2 first round picks for Nemestikov, but like, they could have used a 4th round pick to acquire a bottom 6 scorer like Connor Sheary.
Or they could have not traded it at all.
But like, yeah, or just held on to the asset and the cap space because they didn't retain any. So I don't know where they go from here. But like Elliot said, they traded for a strength, and it just won't really move the needle much for me.
No, and just quickly before we wrap here, let's do a quick little trade grade. I'm going to fire in here and say that, I mean, purely based on the context, not based on the value of the deal, because if you're looking at it in a vacuum, it's probably not that bad. But in terms of the context, I'm giving it an F.
Wow.
Yeah.
F. I won't be that harsh. I'll go C- just because it's such a minuscule, like, the context is terrible, like you said, but I'll do the flip side of that, and I'll do it from a bigger perspective. It's a 4th round pick. I don't really care. But again, Nemestikov might provide something. Who knows? But I don't like it. C-, D+, C-.
See, and when you went C-, I was going to go in the middle and say D+. So
yeah,
to me, it's, you're trading for a strength. Makes no absolute sense. Again, in a vacuum, when you think about it, if the Jets needed defense, I think it's a great pickup. But I mean, Also, when you look at the trade bait board for TSN, they have Namestnikov at 17, just behind Nick Schmaltz. I don't know. Kind of a wasteful move for me.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be back here talking about something that actually improves the team before the deadline. This doesn't inspire much hope in me, but here's hoping that we actually will be able to, find a way to improve the forward group, because if that's the move they're making to supplement it, it's not going to look good. But until we check back in, stay tuned.